Good morning, students. So this is my lesson on just to review the lesson and your memory and learning on our unit 3, which was congruency of triangles. You should be able to classify triangles. Triangles are classified in several ways. Three acute angles, so that's acute triangle. One obtuse angle, so that should be obtuse triangle. Obtuse triangle. One right angle, so that's a right triangle. And three congruent angles. Okay, so if it is angular, three congruent angles, so we say equiangular. And if the sides are also will be automatically equal, that time if that is mentioned, there should be equilateral equiangular triangle. Okay, so based on that you should be able to determine what type of triangles are here given with that. So and sidewise three congruent sides, so we call it equilateral triangle. Lateral triangle. Two congruent sides, so isosceles, okay, and then no congruent, so as scalene triangle. Okay, so you know that the type of quiz and other thing that I've given you, like that, I'll give you assignment of the sample problem, so you should be able to do that. And then solving with algebra, if it is equilateral triangle, so you can take this equals this and this value equal this and solve algebraically, find out this. Okay, so this is one kind of problem. And then if you're told, let's say number 8, MCAL is isosceles triangle, so let's draw something like this. MK and ML are congruent. Okay, so let's say K and ML, always good to arrange. So your MK is 7x, MK and ML congruent, 7x minus 50, and KL is 4x minus 5, and ML is 10x minus 42. So you'll have to find x. There is no point of worrying about KL. All that you need to do is this MK 7x minus 15. That should be equal to, since isosceles, so it should be congruent. So 10x minus 52. And then now solve it algebraically and find x. Okay, so once you do that, I guess you should be getting x as should be x as 9. Okay, and then they said measure of each sides, so this side, this side, this side, plug in the value of x and find it out. Okay, so this is one kind of problems. And then classifying triangle based on the angles, you'll have to, so two angles are congruent and two sides, so that should be your acute isosceles. Okay, because all the angles are less than 90 degree. Okay, so this type of things you should be telling that acute isosceles. Okay, this is a right angle. Okay, so this should be, and none of the sides are equal, so right scalene triangle. Okay, and for this one again, this is more than 90 degrees, so obtuse, and none of the sides are equal, so obtuse uh, scaling. Okay, so this way you should be able to determine one side and angles are given. Okay, so angle sum theorem is very important. We have learned it. These two theorems are very, very important. Okay, so all sum of these three are 180 degree, and this exterior angle, and exterior angle is always equal to the sum of the two non-adjacent. So its adjacent is this, non-adjacent is 3 and 2. So 2 plus 3 equals measure of 2 plus measure of 3. You all know this, go through, review. Okay, so now if I give you number 2, two of the angles are given, what is 1? So you can easily say sum of these two. Okay, so if you now add them, what you are going to get? 76 plus 52, you are going to get 268 and 57 12. All right, so 128. Right, so you should be able to do that. And then problems might be, this is another very important one. You will have to find out three of the angles are given in terms of algebra. You'll have to solve for x and then find the each angle measure. All right, so simple piece of cake. So you add all of them. All right, so once you add them, what do you get? Okay, you say you should be getting it like a very easy one. 9x plus 3, this angle, then 11x minus 21, and then plus 5x minus 2. That should be equaling 180 degree. So once you add them, 9x, 11x, 20x, and 5, 25x, and plus 3 and minus 2, so plus 1, and again minus 21. So minus 20 is just simplification, 180. So you'd like to get rid of this. So 25x becomes 180 plus 20. All right. So 25x equals 200. So once you need to find, divide 25. So your x becomes 8, right? So your x is 8. Now we need to find out d. D is 5x minus 2. So 5x minus 2 is plug in the value. 5x is 8 minus 2. So that gives you 40 minus 2 is 38. So you write that is 38. And this way you can plug in the value of x for E into this, and for F into this. You get it. All right. So that was like from these one, three of the angles are given. You'll have to find it out. And another important one is these guys. Okay. So what happens? One exterior is given and two interiors are here. Okay. So all that you need to do is add them up. Sum of these two equals this. So I'm clearing up. So put on 9x minus 8 equals sum of these two. So 7x minus 32 and plus 5x minus 27. Okay. So now it's just simple algebraic solution. Okay. So you continue. 9x minus 8 equals, let's simplify here, 12x, and negative 32 and 27 should give us negative 59. Then I put x's in one side and this constant in other side. Okay, so I get plus 59 minus 8, and this guy moves here, so 12x minus 9x, and I get a 51 equals 3x. Okay, so divide by 3, so that should give me 17 and is x. All right, so your x is 17. Now to find out the other values, you need to find jkl. So jkl, plug in the values x, as 17. I think it should be getting is 87. And then once you kjl is this one, so 85 and 27 is gone from that, so you should be getting 58 over here. And klj, you can subtract from 180, or just yes, these two value, add them and subtract from 180. You should be getting that one is 35. And if you add these two, you should be getting this, because that's the theorem says. Or you just can plug in, so you should be getting 145 for this. Okay, so this two is very important, exterior and the angle sum theorem, triangle sum theorem. Okay, and then is what should we naming them? This I have told you. And this congruency, always you'll have to know this congruency triangles. We have talked about a lot about this, so go over this. You will have at least one proof question of 6 marks, I'm telling you that, and you'll have to be able to write down these statements. All right, so go over them. I will just straight away go to proof. Okay, I'll work with two proofs. Let me select something that there will be no algebraic proof. Be sure about it. So I will tell you to, I marked someone, let me see. Okay, I'll go over this number 8 first. So let me start with this one. Okay, give me a second. Let me organize my thinking. Which one I decided about this, am I right? Okay, Okay. So here these all are blank. All right. So let's say you are given S is the midpoint. So let us write them first. So we write S is the midpoint of RT. So what does it mean? It means that RS is congruent to ST if it is midpoint. So this is given to us. So we say is given. All right. And then if it is, from that the conclusion that I can say that RS is congruent to ST. So we will be saying RS is congruent to ST. All right. So why we can say that? Because this is according to the definition of midpoint. All right. And then we are also given PR is congruent to PT. PR is congruent to PT. So we'll be saying that PR is congruent to PT, and that's given to us. Okay. So we say that's given. All right. And then what we can say, two of the sides are congruent. Now if we can prove one including angle or a side, and we can see that PS is a common side, so we can say that PS, segment PS, is congruent to PS. Why? Because they are the reflexive property. Okay, so we say reflexive property. Okay, so we can say now, you see, three of the sides are congruent to each other. So we can say triangle PRS is congruent to triangle PTS. All right. Why? Because of three sides. So side, side, side. All right. I will not be going anymore because you go over this, whatever we have done in the class. Okay. That will be good enough for you. All right. And mainly the sample questions that I'll be giving you. I promise if you go over the sample questions, you'll be fine. So just one thing I'll be trying to remind you. Let's say if we give you a triangle, let's say that is A, B, C. So we say what is the, if it is a multiple choice question, what is the side included between angle A and angle C? What is that? Straight away, angle A and angle C, the included side is AC. So you should be choosing AC. And in the same questions, if we ask you, what is the angle included between segment AB and segment BC? Okay, so you should be looking for who is AB and BC. So which should be the angle? Angle B. So you should say that is angle B. That's it. So if you understand them and go over and solve the reviewer, I mean the sample questions that I have given, there are more questions. You have 2 holidays, so do that. And maybe on Monday school is closed, but I'll be posting something on Monday, and you'll have to submit this one by Monday. And on some Monday I'll post another one that is of similarity. All right, we don't have time, so we'll have to do that. And that's it. So have a good day and see you soon.